I'm just gonna be laughing the whole time. It's live. Okay, we're live. We're live. Gotta make sure I can see myself. Okay, so there we go. So time to record in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Another episode of the Things I Wish I Knew About Money podcast. I'm your host, Kamille Smith, and I have a lovely guest here today. But before I introduce him, I just want to say a special shout out to my mom. It was her birthday yesterday. She would have celebrated her 68th birthday, but I think it's more meaningful that this is episode 68, and I just already know it's going to be a fun episode and funny episode because we're just already cracking jokes before we even started. So, on that note, this is my homie, right hand man, I guess, TJ. Welcome, TJ. How are you, sir?
Welcome. Thank you. I've never been called lovely before, so I have to write this down. Special occasion, you know?
So we're starting like this already, huh? We're starting like this already. So, as you guys can see from the title, you can't swindle me. We were actually having a discussion before we came on live, and I was like, yo, this is things that we always talk about. You just come jump on the episode, Richard. Just come true. So I was able to convince you to convince to come on and share the light and tell the folks about yourself before we even begin, because you have big things happening.
So yes, like you said, my name is TJ. I'm a IS consultant for a top 5 financial institute, and I'm also an art curator, and I'm currently managing one artist right now who's doing amazing abstract work called Kokai. So sorry, shameless plug, I guess. But
no, of course, by all means. What? So what are we talking about today? So last week. I'm not gonna
last week?
Last week I watched Tinder Swindler and also Inventing Anna. And we were having discussion like, no one could swindle me. Are you crazy? But then I forgot that
this is always keep receipts. So like anytime Cam gets super confident about what the nevers and whatever, I'll be like, I mean, there's this one situation where you could have been swindled, but like I personally haven't been swindled before. Like it takes a very, I want to say, compromising circumstance for people to get swindled, right? So I have been fortunate enough never to endure such a case, but it happens. Those women though, like I don't know. I'm probably one of the majority or the small minority of people that doesn't really feel sorry for any of the women there, because it's just like I just want to know how they were getting the money, Like,
True.
that was my
They were
biggest
love.
question.
They were in love. Well,
They
I don't
were
know.
in
The
love.
first one?
They were
Fine.
in infatuation. They were on super honeymoon stage. Like,
True. Okay, yeah, you're right. Because what? The first one, and oh, sorry, spoiler alerts. Spoiler alerts. If you haven't watched it, sorry.
there's no need for a spoiler. It's been out long enough. Like,
I know,
listen,
but look how long
the
it took
man
me
got
to
the
watch it.
money. The man got the money, and people got bun. All right, like it's in the it's in the title of the thing. People got swindled, and the man got a whole bunch of money. Right. So,
but
we
remember,
won't
bun
go
means
into the details.
Bun does mean different ways. Bun does mean different things: physically, financially, emotionally, mentally. So true. But like, I can't see. No, because as soon as I said that, I had a recap of a time where I lent money to someone I was dating, and then you asked me like, so what happens if you like break up? I'm like, I want my money back. If I lend you money, I want my money back.
So that begs, I think that's a whole different, that's like out of swindling though. Like, that's more of lending with your heart instead of lending with your wallet. You know what I mean? Like, these are those situations where your dude or your girl wants something, or they're starting up a business or whatnot, and they need money to just for the startup. And you go, yeah, sure. Like, we in this together, hold that.
But I see
and
that
then,
as like, oh, sorry, go continue.
No, but then it's like, you do that because the reason why that's the reason why I say it's lending with your heart, because usually if it's a friend, you'd be like, if this money isn't returned to me, will I miss it? Like, you go through all those checks and balances before you actually go in your pocket and make the final commitment to lending out this money. When you're in a relationship, it's just like, yo, it's my girl, whatever. You'll give it back to me when you got it. That's the understanding of it, right? Like,
it's like a give and take.
Yeah. Relationships and money is one of those things where you really only count it, which is honestly a bad habit, which I suggest everyone to cut out of their lives. But people really only count the money that they lent after the relationship is done. Like, it's one of those things where you're already upset, and then you're going through your feelings, and you're like, wait a second, yo, this girl owes me like $1,000. Like, how am I giving this money back? And now you're petty. Now you're being petty because you want to make that text or that phone call, be like, yo, we're not kicking it anymore, whatever. But like, that money wasn't a gift. Like,
where my money there?
So
where everybody there? That's true. Because I do understand what you're saying, because when it comes to like dating or in a relationship, and you're thinking as in like, yo, of course I'd help them. Like, I'm putting in an investment into this, whichever it is, and I'm not gonna second guess, because I love them and things. Like, of course I'll support you. What you want.
But are we talking someone that you just started dating, or this is a relationship now?
No, why am I even thinking? I'm not giving anyone money that I don't know. There is a certain limit of money that I'm willing to give to someone that I am talking to or in a relationship. And there is also a certain amount of money with friendships as well. Okay. And I feel like the same amount is $1,000. Once I've noticed,
that's the number, $1,000.
That's my number right now, as far as I know.
My cap. You know.
My cap right now is $1,000 because if it goes over that, that's when I actually start getting aggravated and frustrated. I'm like, yo, what is happening? If it's a friend, more so. If it's someone I'm dating or in a relationship, I probably will like, well, I mean, they took me out here. I'll let it slide. But it's an investment. So, and I would see it as an investment. So I don't even think I'd get as upset with someone I'm dating. But there's no way. There ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. I'm in danger. My enemies. And I'm like, okay.
Well, it's not even that. It's more of a like she was okay, one of them was sending out money even before the whole my enemies meme even happened in the story, right? Like the first one. We'll call her the UK one. The UK one.
Okay. Okay.
Because they're all blonde, I believe. All the women are blonde, right? Which is a stereotype on itself. But like,
oh shucks.
Yeah. She was looking at apartments and all this stuff.
Oh yes.
She's looking at apartments, she was spending money. And it's like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be honest, someone that I don't know, someone that I'm just getting to know, asking me for money is already like a red flag for me. Like it's even if it's like something minuscule, like I probably won't say no, right? Like if someone goes, oh, I need $50. Here's $50, whatever, right? I'm not gonna miss it. It's $50 doesn't even fill my gas tank, especially right now, right? So like, but I'm still gonna look at that and be like, okay, you're still getting to know me, right? If your representative, which is supposed to be your best you, is already asking me for money, then I can only assume what's to follow, right? Like I've had some crazy dates where like a girl, we were just talking and she'll out of the blue just start saying, oh, like I need this and this, and I don't know how this is gonna happen, and she's like planting the seed of seeing like if I would be like, yo, don't worry, I got it. Like here, I'm like, bro, you don't even know me, right? Like it's, and I get it because some guys, and actually I won't say some guys, some people, in order to validate the spot in whatever person's life they want to be in, if they see a need to help, they'll just jump and help because that way I'm in, right? Like, and if you look at all these stories, the inventing Anna or Tinder swindler, they want to be in this person's life. They see the lifestyle, they know that it's not a lifestyle that they have created themselves. So it's like, this is my best way to get into something. Buy yourself in, right? And it's almost the same thing, and people hate me for this, but it's almost like partner at that point. It's like partner, the susus. It's people don't want to say swindling because if it's done right, it actually works. But then it gets to those points where it's like, or the perfect example, a friend of mine's called me about some, it was a susu, but it's like, oh, not the loom one. It's something with like pods and pots, and when someone give this money and then you gotta go find 7 people. I'm like, yo, bro, that is the epitome of the scam, right?
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, Ponzi scheme. So yes, you can get swindled. There's many ways to get swindled. Should you be getting swindled? No, because at some point, common sense has to like prevail, right?
But love makes you do crazy things.
None of these people are in love. None of these. Spoiler alert,
like
there's no
love
love
that.
in this show. There's no love in this show. Right?
Like you said, they love that lifestyle, right? And then like, I either can give them this lifestyle that they want, or I'm out. Like personally, I'm trying to think of. You know what? I don't remember being in a situation where one, I'm asking for someone to pay my bills and stuff, because that's outrageous. Like then I feel like you're like technically like my parent, and now you like have something over me, and I'm like, I don't like that. Or two, I have lent money. I remember lending money because I was just rough times. All right, boom. Let me go into my savings. But I'm not going to get a loan or anything to like give someone money. Like that's outrageous. Like what? 25,000?
I'm surprised you got it, bro. Like I need her tips for her to go into a bank and not be making anywhere near that, and the bank be like, oh yeah, here's 50K. Don't worry, we trust you.
Payday loan. It had to be a payday loan. I'm even intrigued with the Anna show, where how are you getting a hotel and saying you're gonna wire transfer? How? You usually have to like give them a credit card like as a deposit. So it just boggles my mind how she was able to.
With that, it's more about the, I want to say, the presence, right? It's no different than when the influencer craze happened, and people were going to hotels to be like, hey, put me in your hotel. I have 50K followers, and I'll blog everything, and that should pay for my stay. Like, and granted, some hotels were doing it, and some hotels were like, nah, fam, I don't even know you. The price is the price, right? So it's different strokes, you know what I mean? Different strokes for different folks. But it's, I don't know, it's crazy. It is insane. Because I've seen, granted, in relationships, it's kind of different. Like if me and a girl's been in a relationship for a while, her car breaks down, she don't have it right now, we're doing something like that. I paid for car repairs, because, and honestly, when I need a lift and my car is broken down, my girl's car is going to be the one to help me, right? So if I'm in a relationship, it's something that you kind of goes with it, right? Yeah. And do I expect that money back? No. Even though it's can I borrow this money so I can fix this? I truthfully, there's a certain amount of money that I can lend and be okay with it not coming back. Once it gets past that limit, that's when it's why though? Why do you need this? If you hear me asking questions, it's me trying to just change my no into a yes, because the no's already there, right? So I'm just trying to work out a way where I think I can convince my no to turn into a yes. But it's one of those things where if it gets returned, it gets returned. But I was always taught that if you're going to lend money, in order for you not to be stressed about it, in order for you not to have an emotional attachment to that money, just be comfortable in losing it, right? Which is a hard pill to swallow, because people are like, nah, I want my money to be like, I don't care if it's $20, I want it. I don't care if it's a dub, I want my $20.
Run me my money there. That's true. Trying to think. Well, I mean, you've been in, and you better not give me no face. You've been in more relationships or in dating game more than me, so I can't even remember like any times when I'm like, have I really done that? I like the only thing I can think of is like if someone was hungry.
Oh yeah,
And
food date. You're a food bae.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I think I gotta say this really correctly. If someone, I think like, when people are hungry, it doesn't take much for me to like get a meal. Like just the other day, like a friend was down and out with something. And I was like, yo, let me get you a smoothie so you could at least have something in your system. Right. And they're like, I don't know. I'm like, no. I know what you're going through because I've been there. Yeah. Let me just get you a smoothie and things are cool. I just be like, food solves everything. And it's not like the thing cost like $100 or something. It was like $10 less. I bought my own too.
So you got her like a little McDonald's smoothie, the banana orange.
You're so annoying. No. It was booster juice, you have that app and you're just like, boom, grab it, drop it off, boom. Or yeah, maybe I am poopy. Now that I think of it.
Hey man, everyone has their game, like
not
homeboy might be hungry and he's like, yo, I really don't have the money for Skip right now, let me just text Cameron, yo, you want to chill real quick? We can chill at the crib or go grab a bite to eat. Strategically leave my wallet at home.
I would be so angry if that was usually the case. You know what? I do remember a time, damn, I really like providing food. What the hell? I remember a time when I was working in the West, when I was doing a call center, and this guy saw me like eating my homemade food and stuff. He's like, oh, yo, you're eating good. I was like, I can bring you some. And it was literally just me just being kind. And I wasn't trying to spit any game or anything. Okay.
That sounds like game to me.
No, I wasn't.
Home cooked food out the rip? You didn't even know this man.
Like, now that I'm remembering all this stuff, I'm like, what the hell? I don't know. I just feel like when it comes to food, it's easier for me to buy food because that's something that will help you survive than like giving you $25,000 because your friggin' enemies are after you. Are you mad?
She's trying to survive, bro. Like 25 to flee the country, get put in a hotel, some food, probably needs to change some clothes because he lost his luggage. Like, yo, men's clothes are expensive. We've had that conversation.
That's true. That is true. Because dang, what's the place you go to? Tristan? Shit. Or what's that?
I love Tristan.
I know you do.
Tristan's not expensive though. Okay. Tristan is not as expensive as you would think all the other boutique stores would
be. Ladies, he's the fancy one, eh? I'm like, oh, I gotta make sure the quality is good, the fit. That's you. That's me. Take me to Winners and I'm good.
Guys can't find stuff in Winners. I've tried multiple times. Every girl that I talked to be like, oh my gosh, I got this at Winners. Oh, I got this table at Winners, this whatever. I'm like, bro, anytime I walk into Winners, nothing there. It's the same old size 13 gray New Balances that just are all over the place.
New Balances.
Like,
oh man. I mean, I've been having trouble finding stuff in Winners too. But I'm simple, like just give me like a pair of jeans, nice top, and I'm good to go.
You guys can get 5 tops for $30.
Where? Queer.
Everywhere. You guys got the Sheens, the the Sheins, the Pretty
Oh,
Little Things, the like all these little boutique
no.
apps selling all this stuff.
But who does that? Because prime example, when I bought my my winter jackets online, worst mistake ever. Those shits were like oversized and stuff. And I was like, why did I do this? Why didn't I just go into the store and figure out what suits me and stuff, right? But that's a different story. Like, now I realize I'm food bae. How do I stop that?
I don't know, man. Some people just have their tells, like this girl, she's into finance. I probably can't get any money out of her. But if I'm hungry, I play my cards right, get like a extra large oxtail with like rice and peas, extra gravy.
Yo, shit, because I've done that. No, but this is again a friend. Big up Whitney. I got Whitney's dad's favorite food to make her cheer up.
Okay.
And I delivered it. Nope, I didn't deliver it. I had Uber Eats. However, I got rid of Uber Eats because Uber Eats is thief. So that you want to know swindle? It's frigging Uber Eats. Skip the dishes. They swindle all of us. Damn it.
Oh yeah.
I hate them so much.
Paying $30 for your $10 Harvey's combo.
Outrageous. Big man. But I want to help people not be swindled because, well, first things first. Dating apps. I've been, how do I say this? What should I say?
Listen, man, you can be just say you're in your sophomore year on dating apps, like you're not a rookie, but you're not a veteran. Like you're on the starting five or six man for the dating apps,
No, because I've only used, okay, so when I was in Korea, I went on the app to find friends, or to when I was traveling to find friends. But then I realized I was like, now people from work are like, oh, Kamille, I saw you on Tinder and stuff. I was like, I'm coming off this. Nope. I came off right away. Came back to Toronto, went on it again, Tinder. Or
so you spun the block.
No, I did not. Shut up. I noticed a lot of people from FETs. So, and that made me nervous again. I was like, nope, too many people know me. And it's like, I don't know, like, when it comes to dating, even though I don't really date, I don't date. I mean, shut up. I noticed that when I would be around like a small group, like the Soca Fete cruise, or like when we were playing flag football, everyone was talking to everyone. So like you
small community,
real small community. Once you get into like, you know what, it's cute. But then you hear like, oh yeah, I talked to so and so. I'm like,
but why does that matter? Like, I'm sorry. Everyone at their big age right now, ain't nobody really out here being virgins. You have a select few that are virgins that haven't dated anyone, or whatever the case would be, which honestly, you probably don't want to date someone that hasn't dated. No, like it's
why? Okay. That hasn't dated ever, or in a long time?
I don't know. I would, in a long time, it's okay. Like they both have their I guess quirks and stuff you have to work through. But like someone that's totally inexperienced, right now, I don't know if I'd be able to take that on. only because while like some people are like, oh, that'd be great, you can mold that person, whatever. I'm like, I'm too old to be molding people. Like
You don't want to be a teacher?
my building days are over. There's like
Oh man.
I just want, like, when you want something as equal as you are, you probably won't find that in someone that hasn't dated anyone. They will have amazing qualities and stuff like that, but they still have to understand the concept of love. They still have to understand the I guess ups and downs of relationships and stuff like that.
You know what?
I don't want to be the person that be like, oh, you know what? I know you have this fantasy, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows, you know? Like, there's going to be fights, there's going to be this and that. And someone that hasn't experienced that, like, you constantly go into that teaching phase, probably. It's, for me, no. For other people, probably, right?
That's fair. Because I think that, and this is something I've been listening to or taking into consideration, like emotional intelligence and just being able to communicate properly. And I think for someone that has never dated, that's hard for them to be able to go through those waves, like the ups and downs. They're like, no, I'm done. or someone I know, blockity block block.
Amen. I'm a veteran blocker. I embrace it. I've gotten better at it, whereas like I don't just out of the blue block people. I have the conversation and I'm like, you know what, this is cool, but like going forward, I'm just gonna, so you know, delete the number, I'm gonna be blocked. You probably won't get another connection, call, or text from me. If you see me on the road, it's still cool, dap, heads up, whatever you want to do. But like, other than that, like, you gotta quote unquote protect your peace, which was another big hashtag 2 years ago. Everyone was just
protect your peace,
the new meme. I gotta put me first. I gotta
put me first. That, damn, not. So you don't want to be a teacher?
No, okay. I don't mind being a teacher, but I don't want to be an elementary school teacher. I could be a college prof all the time, anytime. College, high school. But when it gets, if I'm going like ABC blocks, I can't do that. I don't have the patience for it. Right? Like, and then we'll have to go through that again when if we get to the point where we have kids. So now I gotta like, well, it's a different teaching thing, but it's like I said, not for me. Maybe for other people, for me, no. But I never understood the whole, how do I say this?
With the small community?
The negative impact of dating apps, or negative like connotation with dating apps, because there's no difference from seeing someone at a fete.
Yeah.
You realize that it's 2:45, lights about to go on. People, you see everyone's just in their phones talking, getting their last lines off, trying to get the number for the end of the night, versus going on someone's Instagram, you still don't know this person. You're sliding in their DMs with your best line, shooting your shots, you know, like it's all the same. It's all the same to me. Like,
I guess. Okay, you're right. You're right. Because obviously,
and people go lie about it anyways. Like, oh, how do you guys meet? Oh, I don't know, I saw him at the mall, in the store, whatever the case would be. I'm like, no, fam, you're on Hinge. You guys both connected, and you guys are in a great relationship. It's fine. It's fine, right? Like, oh, he slid in my DMs, and shoot, here we are, married in 2 years. Like,
I've seen that happen.
Just admit it. There's nothing wrong with meeting people like that, right?
Yeah, I think, okay, And once again, I have to wear how I say it.
There's a lot
So
of censorship going on right now.
I know. And then it's in my head, I'm like, shut up, Kamille, you can't say that. So like when I went on, I'll say it, Bumble, I went on with there's a friendship one and there's like the dating one. And I was like, I really want to get a connection. I don't want to like get into a relationship per se, but if I find a connection, then I'm cool. And sometimes in the back of my head, I'm like, is that being truthful? If like,
No. No.
like I'm on the friendship one, but like if anything happens, I'm like, well, it was a good connection.
Isn't there a TikTok on that? Like with the girl like, oh, guys like to complain about the friend zone, but no one really looks at it as when you realize that the guy that you're talking about wasn't interested in being a friend with you at all. Meanwhile, you guys met on a dating app, and dude is upset.
There's different stages. There's different ones. So like, it is what it is. I mean, I've met in Soca Fets. I've met good people or parties and stuff where we're friends or things have happened. I've met people like flag football. I didn't really do the flag football because that community is too small. And I was like,
get traded. Reach your contract. That's all happened.
So I was like, nah, this is too much. And then yes, I've been on a dating app, but non-intentionally wanting to date, but was able to connect. But you know, it is what it is. You get connections and you're good. I will cut you off. Eh? That is all I'm saying. Because I'm dated. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say, because we have this argument for days and I'll cut you off. But
Connection is like one of those other like new hip words people like to use.
No. The new trending words, which like frigging annoys me. I don't know why. Gaslighting and love bombing. I'm like, who frig made up these words? Like, where do these words come from? A new one, like sneaky link. Like, can't we just stick to the old school terms? Like, what the hell?
Well, what was sneaky link before sneaky link was sneaky link? Download? Was that the term?
Is it?
Because download became something else.
Oh yeah.
So like
true. I don't know. Because I don't have sneaky links and I don't know these terminologies. I'm just here trying to be a holy person.
Trying to help people not get swindled. Well, okay. Exactly. So love bombing.
Oh, and that's what happened that's what people were saying was happening in Tinder Swindle.
I don't think that's what was happening though. Because he wasn't love bombing. He was being the representative, right? Like, because he takes you out to dinner, right? You meet someone online. Yes. Your natural thing is to go to brunch, go to dinner, whatever the case would be. Most cases, the man will pay, or sometimes you can go Dutch, but it's kind of risky because if you go Dutch, like
that depends on
most women, if you, I'm a firm believer that if I ask you out, I am paying, like, because I initiated it. For me to ask you out and be like, oh, 2 bills, please. I like it's.
You be up in the group chat like this mother. You know,
she be in her phone quick, like. But again, he goes and like spoiler warning. Like this girl goes on a date. My man goes, yo, I'm flying out. You want to come? She goes, word? Of course I want to come. And like I was telling you, we have seen like, I'm not sure what year is Tinder Swindler. What year did it actually happen? It was like 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2017 or so. 2017 to 2019, something like that.
So in that time frame, we have seen 3 Hostel movies and 3 Takens, right? All where a girl was going somewhere she wasn't supposed to be, and she gets kidnapped. And you, in your big age, decide to go on a plane with someone that you don't know. For what? Because he brought you to brunch?
Like, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going on a date and you kind of don't feel safe, you'll send your location to your friends.
I think
send that location.
I think she did do that. No,
yeah,
her friend said she was crazy. Her friend said she was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
rightfully so. But no, you're right. I do love traveling. But I can't see myself a guy that I just met. Yo, you want to fly on my jet? Oh, shit. Yeah, I can't see myself like can I bring a friend? But even you know what was even scary was when he's like, yo, give me your passport. Why are you giving your information to someone that you barely even know? What?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It can't be love bombing. Like love bombing is where, and it's kind of hazy because if someone's love language is to give gifts, like if someone defines or links their masculine energy in providing gifts,
yeah,
while you might take that as love bombing, that is just what he does to show that he's interested in a woman, right? Like he'll buy you whatever, he'll do all this stuff, and to you it's like, oh shoot, this guy really loves me, and to him it's like, yo, this is just how I show interest, right? Like this stuff means nothing to me. And then you have this, then you get to that point where you actually realize that the gifts don't have an emotional connection attachment to it. It's just his way of showing like, yo, I can provide, this is what I'm about, da da da. Yeah. And people now call it love bombing, but really it's just how
showing affection.
A person shows their affection. But her going on a plane was crazy. Like I've been on record saying I don't feel sorry for any of these women. I really don't. Like, in order for you not to get swindled, you just have to
ask enough questions.
You have to ask enough questions.
Because you didn't ask the right questions.
She didn't ask anything.
She did ask the other lady, but like she didn't ask the right questions. And I think, you know what, I shouldn't even say that you should ask enough questions, because I mean, if someone's, and I don't want to use this word, but I'm only using this word because I heard it recently. If someone's really trying to finesse you into getting into a situation, they're going to do whatever it takes to finesse you. I'll say finesse you, right? Yeah. To be able to get your money, body, whatever. Sometimes you gotta see those signs. Me, so I'm just here chilling. Ain't no one finessing me.
I mean, it happens. Like scammers are going to scam, right? And if and you can have a really shitty partner and you can get swindled that way. Like there's been countless stories I've heard of a guy having a girlfriend buys him a car, he takes the car, goes out with his next girl, and whatever the case may be, relationship ends, car's in his name, so he takes off with the car. She doesn't see the money. Like it's.
Is it paid in full?
Um, there
Or
was
she paid?
one situation where it was a used car, so the car was paid in full, or whatever the case
Okay.
would be, right? And then there was the next one where it was finance, but he was under insurance, so the finance had to be in his name. So I'm not sure how that worked, but all I know is that it was a decision made
Yeah,
because they were in a relationship, right?
true.
Whether the relationship was healthy or not, it was still a decision made while they were in a relationship. And
Are you taking back the car?
first,
Be honest.
am I taking back a car that
Yes.
no, no. If it's a car that I saw a post
Are you giving cars to your
with this
friends?
girl. Am I giving cars to friends? No, like I've been in situations where like I've like lent out my motorcycle for a long period of time, whatever the case would be, because my friend needed to get around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, would I gift a car? Yes, if the relationship is long enough, if the relationship is long enough, and I have it. Like the key phrase is I have it. It's that
What's that?
if I lose.
I'm trying to think of Fabulous's song.
Which fabulous song? Put it in the bag?
Yeah, put it in the bag.
Like, but again, it's one of those things where like if I'm in a 10-year relationship and it's my girl's birthday and friggin' I know that she's wanted this particular car for so long and I'm able to get it at no real like risk to my financial health, then I'm gonna get it. If we break up, it's gonna suck, but I will never see myself. It feels like, wait, I can't cuss on here, right?
Yeah, you can.
It feels like sucker shit to be like, yo, honestly, bro, I'm gonna need that S5 back. Like I can't see myself doing that, right?
Don't run me my car back.
Mind you, there's been like it's almost the same phrase of, oh, if you propose to a girl and you guys don't get married, does she give the ring back? Like, while she's not obligated to give it back, some women will, some women won't. And that is something that the guy just has to eat. Like there's certain situations that when you start lending out money with emotions attached to it, there's a risk of like, if this goes south, you're going to have to eat that, right? And it's going to be the toughest L you've ever chewed on, but it's your L to take, right? So
and also we have to remember that there are women that experience this too, like taking L's with guys. I can't see myself doing it, but if it does
buying a car? Wasn't there
there is a Tinder, there's a Toronto
there's a post where a girl was a physician in the States or whatever, and she was some sort of physician, anesthesiology or something like that. She made 500K a year.
Yeah.
Her man made 80 or something, and she bought him a car. And like people, for whatever reason, because everyone seems opinionated on Instagram, were outraged. How could she?
Okay, me knowing myself and how I was raised, I think I'd be okay with it. I ain't telling no one. It was a gift. It was a birthday gift. And especially if I have the money too, I will do it.
Yeah, but when does it become swindling? Is it when that person's unfaithful, then you go like, yo,
Go give
You're
my car
using
back.
me. You're
Hold on,
using
hold on,
me,
hold on.
or I got
You
swindled, or whatever the
driving
case may
that
be.
car? Hold on. So you drove the big up car I bought you to go to next woman
Deliver
to
buns.
give me bun. Listen, I tell people all the time, if I get bun, I'm giving it back. I don't care.
How?
And I will put this in the record. I don't care.
How? He's not going to buy you a car. How are you going to give him bun back? That's a big bun. Like, that's an expensive bun.
I'm taking my car back. I'm taking my car back.
But you can't.
Oh, but I'm petty.
You can't. It's a gift. Just in his name. You already paid for it. Like.
Fine. I won't. I don't know what I would do if.
And that's the next thing. Like, when it comes to money and gifts and stuff like that, if it's a giant gift, do you not put it in their name just in case something goes wrong and you don't want to get swindled? Like, I bought you a car, but it's still under my name, it's still under my insurance. So if the relationship ends, it's still your car, so I can get it back, sort of thing. Like, do you start lending money and doing stuff like that? Like,
this is a hard one. I think, because I've heard like a story like that, like if I was to finance a car,
okay,
put it under their name, things go south. It's under their name, so I'm transferring that fee to them. Especially if I'm financing. If I paid it in full, then I'm like, fine. I took an L. I've had L's before. I can imagine.
What's another L? What's another L? This is like the luxury L, like with like diamond encrusted L.
But basically, you're right. Is it swindling if it's a relationship that just went wrong?
Yeah.
No, it was just
being taken advantage of, which some people would say is swindling, but like it
just went sour. It is what it is. Like, it was good while it lasted. You got a nice car out of it.
I love how you don't even, this is like an imaginary scenario and it brings you pain to even say that.
Because I would be hurt.
Hurt about the relationship or hurt about the car?
Both. I can't even think of like, I'm trying to think of a moment like in the past where like I was like heartbroken. And I was heartbroken because of like a certain lifestyle that has changed or because of the actual relationship. But if I'm providing that lifestyle, yeah, I'm going to be butthurt. I'm going to be.
No more food for anyone else.
I think I would reflect on it, be a little bitter, and then just say like, okay, I learned my lesson. I would rather have like a give or take type of relationship than me just give, if that was to happen. So whoever's listening to this, and when I become rich, well, because we're going to be rich.
Shoot, Cam? Damn.
There I am. Oh, you gotta love technology. TJ, you can come back. Huh. So I'm back. TJ's there. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for coming. This doesn't usually happen, but I am glad that you were able to hold it down and all that good stuff. So, TJ, where can the people find you? You have to unmute yourself.
Sorry about that. I don't know how much holding down I did. I felt like I was staring into the void because I can't see if people are commenting or anything like that. So
Oh, shucks.
but this is the kind of operation you're running. This is what it is. Like,
listen,
you
shit happens.
need funding. You need funding.
Shit happens. Come join us, guys. Help us make it great.
How to not to be swindled. You sell it as a package, you know. That way you have your funding and you're providing help.
Yeah.
And it's for a good cause because people love a good cause. You know what I mean?
No. Wow. You know what? Before anything else happens, I want to thank you for coming on. And basically, let's see. Love with intent and communicate. And also, if you want to be a teacher to mold people, then do it. What do you have to say, sir?
I mean, like, it ain't tricking if you got it. You don't got it though. All right. Like that's the main thing that people have to understand. Like, borrow.
You ain't got it.
When you're dating, borrow if you want to lend or whatever the case be. Lend with your wallet, not your heart. Don't cash checks that your bank account will not be able to cash. And honestly, like if you've gone on a first date and it's been 2 months and a man asks you for anything more, and then actually, honestly, for me, if a man asks you for anything more than $50 and you don't know this guy, then that's a problem, right? Like,
but to be fair, wouldn't you say the same for ladies as well?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. The same thing. Like even there be times like even like, oh, sure, $20 for whatever. I have $20. Here's $20. You probably never go on another date with me again. You can keep the 20. You can keep the $20. But this just that transaction is like, all right, man. Like, what are we doing? Because you have to go. For me, it feels like for them to go to every avenue to ask me for money, a stranger, it's like, it means your friends don't got it, your family don't got it, you don't got it, your credit card don't got it. And then it circles all the way back to this guy that I met on Tinder, or this girl that I met on Tinder, or whatever, this person that I met on a dating app. And they say, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I like you, like you're pretty. I can lend you $100. Give it back to me when you get paid, you know? And then you guys go on a date and you fall more in love. And she's like, oh, you know what? Let's go on a spa date. Let's go take a little spa. Yes. You guys go to the spa, everything's great, whoop to whoop. Your back's all relaxed. And she goes, well, it's a date, so like I figured you would pay because I don't have it. So it's like
no, and then I will stop you right there.
And then it starts growing and growing and growing.
I will stop you there because remember what you said before. If you suggested the date, then you'll pay. Nah, fam, you have to. The lady has to pay.
Listen, Listen, I will go on record and saying that I've been asked on dates and what's expected to pay for it. Like the check came and she looked at it. The check looked at her. I'm looking at her. I'm like,
was it
no,
one of these? Like at least
I
like
got it. Looking mad long in the purse. I'm like, you know what? I got it, fam. It's cool, you know.
but you never did.
Never again. but
never
it's
again
like,
after that. Because that, I'm sorry, ladies, come on. I find that I honestly think that's unfair. And maybe in my younger years I did that shit, but I don't recall doing that. I would never do that. I've never I just haven't. I don't mind, you know, give or take. But that's what I was raised on. That's a different story. But spa. See, that's the Anna chick.
what?
No, that's what happened. She freaking, what did she do? Flew them out to freaking Morocco. And they're like, oh, let's go to the gardens. No, fam, I'm staying here. No, let's go. I was like, all right, bet. You got your card? All right, let's go. $200 a person for the thing. What? She's just like, you wanted to go. So you pay up. Which I don't. That, ladies, don't do that. And fellas, don't do that. If you decided to, if you planned the date, you gotta pay. Or just start hanging out with people. Let me come on, I can't expose myself, yeah. Sir, where can they find you?
You can find me on my socials under Justifacts. JUSDAFAQS. And yeah, pretty much it. That's where I am for now. Don't have any other avenues. But we still gotta talk about, I guess that'll be a conversation for later. About well, if we're talking about relationships and money and not being swindled, then what is considered swindling? I think the biggest swindle ever is the people, and we can table this for another conversation, but the people that don't get married, have the whole party, and don't get back none of the stuff. Like, I need answers. Like, you invite me to this thing, and it's all love and joy.
Yeah. I
think I should get my $100 toaster that I gave you back so I can return it.
Wait. It's funny because that's gonna be like the next week. So you're saying, let's say that I invited you to my wedding, and I don't know, a week or so after the wedding done,
you call off the wedding. I want my stuff back. Like, granted, I will give you your time to grieve, but that gift was for that union. If there's no union, then I should get the gift back. Because who's getting it? The guy that you don't want anymore. He's just chilling there with like the brand new Nespresso thing. Like, nah, boss, give that back so I can return it back to the bay, get back my money.
So what, okay, so then let's say, no, but this is if they call off the wedding, right? Or if the wedding, or if the marriage is...
Like, if you guys don't even go on the honeymoon, or, okay, if this thing, yeah, if it doesn't even get to the honeymoon, I want my gift back. Like, if you guys have to stick it out for a year, and I'm cool. But if this is like if this is some like, oh, you come back from, you were married when you left Canada and then you went to Turks and you came back from Turks, divorce, I want my stuff. I want my stuff back.
Run me my gift back. Yeah, I'm dying just because We can't even talk about it.
Yo, because like wedding registries, people be going off in those things.
Well, to be fair, I'm trying to think. What would I want? I would just want money. So you want your money back?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like,
Mm,
it's cash. It's cash. So if everyone gives cash, then it's untraceable. That's an L, right? But my gift, I remember what I gave you.
That's
so
fair.
like,
so
they can say like, oh, honestly, like a lot of people gave us cash and it was spent on the honeymoon and Ray happened. I don't know where the cash is. I'm like, all right, bro. That's my L to take. But the gifting, you can run that back. You didn't even unpack it yet. Like
so here's a side. So would you buy a gift if things went sour, that you would be able to have that gift?
Oh, for the wedding? No, because like I have stuff that I want. Actually, hold on real quick. This laptop is telling me it's gonna die. Let me just plug this in.
Because that would be actually I wouldn't do that. If I, when it comes to gift registry, I normally buy a practical gift. And yeah, I either do cash or do a practical gift. I wouldn't get a gift where the reason why I bought that gift is if something went bad, I would be able to take it. Like if I was looking at like a new air fryer, I'm like, I like that air fryer still, I wouldn't do that. That's wrong.
It is like no one should. You don't want to give a gift with that type of energy for a wedding, right? I'm just saying, like, and I've heard stories. I've read the Reddit pages where like people be spending like on $500 on a gift for a wedding. Wedding lasts 3 weeks, and they're just like, and it's a sticky conversation because who's gonna go to the person that just like called off the wedding and be like, so
You would.
I don't know how to navigate the conversation. I just know I would want it back. that's it. It's one of those things where I'm like,
send an email.
Yo, that's fucked up. But like if you guys aren't together, like honestly, I could just return that and just forget.
So who
I can use
does the toaster belong to you or him? You're terrible. Yeah. That is a side note.
People have thought it. People have thought it. Like you're giving a gift for a union. You're giving a gift because you're happy and you're like want to be supportive and love. Everyone loves love, right? But then sometimes when things you don't love love. What do you mean?
I was joking. No, I don't know how to answer that question. I'd have to answer that question offline. Of course, I do love, but I've only seen it in me looking from the outside, looking in type of stuff. So I love seeing that, but I haven't experienced it in a while. So actually that's a lie, but that's a different story. By the way, thank you so much. I am not talking about this stuff online. So folks, like, subscribe, tell a friend. This is my homie. He knows too much about me. That's why we can't talk about this shit online.
Don't worry, the tell all will be coming out next year. All right. I might wait until like she starts cracking 7 figures and then I'll release my tell all.
You're so dumb.
do what what's his name? Mary J. husband did. Like wait till the right moment and just cash it. That's the real swindle. Like if you get into it, because guys do it, girls do it. Like this relationship ain't gonna go nowhere, but they got it, and whatever the case would be. So you just try to absorb as much resources as possible before you ultimately end the relationship.
Terrible. That is terrible. So basically, choose wisely, and just choose wisely, I guess.
Yeah, watch out for those red flags, yo.
Mm-hmm. Like sometimes, but if you're colorblind, you're fucked. Sorry.
Colorblind, love blind, love bombed, gaslit, everything. Like.
But yes, on that note, I'm ending this. But thank you, people, for listening. And hold up. Oh.
More movement, man. More movement, man.